So you're welcome once again to the channel where we shall be getting most of the lessons at least thrice a week. And here today we are to learn something very important about the theme of numeracy. Numeracy is one of the themes that most teachers have not given it much attention simply because they think it is cheap, forgetting that this is where the basics come from. And when a child doesn't learn the basics under this theme, definitely other topics will be very hard to be handled. So I want to look at something about operation on numbers or whole numbers, and majorly the addition of numbers as a subtopic. So under addition of numbers, in most cases, right from primary 1, our teachers and the learners at the same time tend not to give much attention to these numbers. They think either way you answer it is correct, or they don't even look at the place value arrangements, but what is put there. That's where the challenge comes. So here we want to discuss very important aspects where we shall begin to look at how best a child who is being introduced to addition is supposed to catch up with the work. Look at this example. They are saying work out 408 plus 78. 408 plus 78. Remember, according to this question, we already have the 408. So we are topping up. We are putting on top of 408 the 78 that we need there. So we have 408 plus 78. Therefore, I would request that you become very careful here. Not that any way you arrange it is the right way. No. The first statement at hand is 408. We have that figure already at hand. So we are to add 78 on top of the 408. So the arrangement is supposed to be very clear that the number first here, the statement is saying work out. So the number first here is 408 plus 78. When we are arranging, we look at the order of place values. My dear, let us encourage these learners. The order of place value is very important, because the moment a child is not given that platform to understand that in addition, place value is very important, then we shall be wasting time. Otherwise, this 408 has 3 places. Here we have ones, tens, and hundreds. Then when we look at 78, has only 2 places. That is ones and tens. So when you are arranging, you arrange according to the place value. Under ones, we shall realize that 8 and 8 are all under ones. Then we have 7 and 0, which are under tens. Then the 4, which is under hundreds. So here you realize that where there is 78, there is no digit under hundreds. Meaning that according to your arrangement, you have those 2 place values for 78 and 3 place values for 408. Now, look at the work organization. They always tell us that a good child begins from day 1. What is that day 1? When a teacher introduces a child to such organization of work, this side work here in particular, the side work helps a child to identify whether he has made a mistake or not. Because when you just tell a child mentally to add 8 plus 8 and get 16, we are human, somebody can make mistakes. When you put work there, a child can verify 8 plus 8, when he gets 16, he is able to verify. Have many objects. This is a P3, P4 child. Have many objects. You can get counters, you can get caps at home, because I'm assuming that this child is at home learning. You can even get pencils, you can collect pens. To make this child understand, you put the 8 aside, plus 8, which will give the child 16. So from there, you come and write the 6 under the place value of ones. Please note the place values. You write under the place value of ones. Then you regroup that 1 in the next place value of tens. We regroup. Please use that right mathematical language, regrouping. So when you regroup it here, this 1 comes under the place value of tens. So the next step is to add 1 plus 0 plus 7, which is here. Very clearly stipulated here. So 1 plus 0 plus 7 will give that child 8. You will come and put here 8. Now after putting 8, you realize that there is no regrouping because the number, the figure you have got is less than 10. So 4 plus 0. Here we don't have. 0 is the same as nothing. We don't have anything in this place value. So 4 plus 0 gives us 4. Now this child has verified the work from the side work, and here the work is verified, and this child is meant to conclude. Therefore, 408 plus 78 gives us 486. Very seriously and accurately written. And by the way, it's very important as well to learn how to shape these figures. Some children, the way they write their figures, you would realize that it is only you, the teacher in that particular school, who knows that, this is John, this is how he writes his figures. But now look at a situation where you don't even know this child you are marking, but they are very mean that you are marking. And this figure looks like 8. For example, a child has written 2 like this. Let me look at this. A child has written 2 like this. So how do you know that this is 2? What if it appears to be wrong? What if it appears to be a sign which we don't even know? You see that? But you as a teacher of that child, you are able to identify that this is how this particular child writes 2. A child is writing 5 like this, and you are happy with it. No. Shaping of figures is very important. Let us make these children write the right thing, because when we are marking, we need clear work to be seen on ground. You will not be marking that child every day. That child will be marked by someone else who doesn't know how he or she shapes figures. So this was our example 1. They said work out 408 plus 78. You must first of all arrange the work vertically for a good arrangement of work. Arrange the work vertically as I've done. Then don't forget to put your side work. This one in most cases people ignore it, but it helps you. It develops that confidence in your child. And the child is able to know that being careful while answering work is very important. That is example 1. So we can move ahead to our example 2. Now in example 1, the word we used there is workout. That was in example 1. Now in example 2, we are using another word, add. They are telling us to add 23 plus 147. 23 plus 147. The same thing I said from the start, that please do not change the arrangement. We have 23 coming first. Then we have 147 coming second. In most cases, sincerely, people don't give this arrangement respect. Just because this one has the 3, and people always get it easier, because this one has a 3, I can put it on top. Because the one which has less, I can come down. No, the arrangement. We already have 23. It is 147, we are adding to 23. In most cases, we don't give that respect. And we end up complaining that children don't follow instructions. The instructions begin from here. From a very simple point. How do we handle this? 23 plus 147. Look, though 23 has only 2 place values, yes, it deserves to be where it is. Because we are topping up. Remember, to add is to top up. So we are topping up 147 to 23. So 23 comes first. Then you write the next number, which is 147, according to the place value. You see, when these children are told about place values very well without any problem, I want to assure you, there is no way they will fail. There is no way they will fail to arrange this. Let them only be told how best place values are supposed to be used. Let them not put mixed place values. Under ones, you put those under ones. Under tens, you put those under tens. Under hundreds, like that as you proceed. So we have 23 plus 1, 47. Please, I'm still emphasizing the arrangement is very important. So this is 23. Under ones, we have 3 and 7. Under tens, we have 2 and 4. Then, you realize that here we had no digit. But remember, from the beginning I told you that 0 is the same as nothing. So you will have your 0, and here we have 1. And a place value of hundreds. Therefore, we now begin our addition from the ones place value. This is my right hand. Let children be told that when you are adding these whole numbers, always begin from the right hand side, or the place value of ones, or from the smallest place value. Because others always start from this side. Yes, if you look at this number, if you begin from this, so you will have 1 here, you will have 6 here. You realize that the answer will not be the way it's supposed to be. Yes, there are others that can. If you arrange from any side, you can start, but is that the right way of doing things? No. We want this work to be arranged according to place value and begin adding from the right hand side. And secondly, make sure that the answer you have got is under the specific place value. For example, this is 0. I will not write it here. No. It's supposed to be under ones, the ones place value. Then, when we are adding 3 plus 7, come to your side work. Remember, I told you it's very important to have side work. It helps this child to identify where the error can come in. Work should look neat, by the way. So when we have 3 plus 7, 3 plus 7 gives us 10. Now this 10, under place value of ones, you will write the 0. Then this 1, you regroup the next place value, that is place value of tens. You regroup it there. After regrouping, you now add 1 plus 2, then plus 4, which is here. Let's say 1 plus 2 plus 4 equals to 7. You come under place value of tens and write your 7. You realize that there's nothing we are regrouping because what we have got is still less than 10. We go the next place value, that's place value of hundreds. You realize that here we have 0 plus 1, which is here. 0 plus 1 equals to 1. Then you come here and write it under place value of hundreds. That is very important for a child to understand. And the parents at home there help these learners to identify some of these serious things here. Arrangement, place value, and the arrangement of work matters a lot. Therefore, you conclude. Please don't leave your answer here. You conclude and tell us that 23 plus 147 equals to 170. You conclude and let the answer be very clear there, so that someone else is able to read through your work and understand it. Remember, when a child's work is neat, even during time for revision, this child feels proud, feels happy. The work looks nice. What if this was your work? You also feel very happy that this is very good work. I can keep revisiting time and again as I go through my work. Let us teach these children how to organize work, arrangement of work, and I think now we have seen addition is not as easy as we thought, but there are concepts that are very key that are supposed to be followed. Remember from the start I told that there are some concepts that we shall look at that make learners fail mathematics at PLE level. They begin from down. We shall not think that in primary 7 is where children perform. No. Mathematics begins from down, and when the foundation is well constructed, I want to assure you, this child won't fail again. Because from down here, you have been emphasizing some of these basics. You don't look at work merely and you think it is just there. No. The basics have been emphasized from down, and it goes on with very good work up to primary 7 until when the child is tested at the end of the year and will be able to perform in mathematics. I think those who are very careful have learned a lot from here. I still urge you to set more questions for these children about these concepts, more especially this one which people always take for granted. They think any way you arrange it is right. Now look at this number. They can give you add 4 plus 9,009. 4 plus 9,009. Then this child is going to hurry. It's going to pick because this one has many digits. Will it add? Is this the right way? No, because we are adding 909 to 4. 9,009 to 4. So when we are adding 9,009 to 4, what we shall do here is you have to put your 4 first. Then arrange this one according to place value. Remember, these other places all become 0. Then you put your work. This is the right way of arrangement, not this one. That's why I'm emphasizing this concept. The other important thing is the operation sign. In most cases, children do this work. Yes, they already know about addition. They hurry, write the work, and just begin adding. Please, without this operation sign, there is no mark you will be given. Because the examiner will not know what you are doing. You are supposed to put the operation sign. If it is addition, put it as addition. The operation sign is very important. Arrangement of work, very important. The concept of arrangement of the figures, very important according to place value. Organized work, very good and necessary for us to produce good work. Otherwise, when you see our example 1 again, it's very clear, and the answer of 408 plus 78 is 486. Our example 2 is here, 23 plus 147. The answer is 170. So after looking at these 2 numbers critically, we are now ready for our exercise. The exercise has only 5 numbers. After answering this work, I will need those feedbacks, the feedback, and then we analyze where the challenge was as we see how best we can handle the challenges. Now, let us look at number 1. Number 1 is saying, work out. Work out. 46 plus 904. 46 plus 904. Those who have been checking the PLE papers will be with me here to say that in the last 10 years, you never have been setting PLE. Number 1 has been this same word every year for the last 10 years. Work out, work out, work out. 10 consecutive years, they have been setting the same word. So this, you can now see, this is 2 marks in every paper of mathematics that is done at PhD level. This is always automatic. You will always get this question from numeracy which desires your answer, mostly on operation on whole numbers. Very important. Then question number 2. 108 plus 708. 108 plus 708. That is question number 2. Question number 3. It has been arranged vertically already, which is 643 plus 99. 643 plus 99. That is question number 3. Question number 4. Add 214 to 914. 214 to 914. How will you arrange this? It is this 214 we are adding to 914. Meaning that when you are arranging, make sure that 914 comes first because we are adding 214 to 914. Here, that concept. Add 214 to 914. 914 comes first, then 214 comes next. Please emphasize the learner, let him understand here. Then work out 249 plus 6,161. 249 plus 6,161. So these are only 5 numbers which can be answered within at least 20 minutes. Please make sure to organize the work, and the work should look very nice. Remember, we are developing mathematics and we want children to perform. We want everything to be fine. And secondly, I would like to inform all of you that go ahead to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You will be receiving these lessons thrice a week. And please make sure that you attend these lessons, and the learner should be monitored at home to follow up the procedures, and you as a parent, as a teacher, guide this learner throughout the lesson. And make sure that after that, you can set more other questions to test whether your learner has understood. I am by the name Saddam Hussein, the mathematics teacher at Victoria's Junior Primary School. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Name of the channel.